Thank you so much for staying with us this midday. In recent years, car sharing apps are becoming more popular. But whether you're renting a car or renting your car out on these apps, it is very important to understand the risk. Randy Hutchinson with the Better Business Bureau of the Mid-South is here to break down those apps and everything else we need to know. Randy, as always, it's good to see you.
Yeah, good morning.
So, Randy, remind us, what are car sharing apps?
Okay. Of course, it's like the Airbnb of the car business. Popular car sharing apps include Zipcar, Turo, Avail, Get Around, Hire Car. Those are just the most popular. Some are referred to as peer-to-peer apps because the vehicle is actually owned by a private individual who rents it out through one of these companies to other people. Other of the apps are actually owned by corporations.
So how are these apps different from traditional car rentals?
Okay. These would be general differences. Now, the apps themselves differ amongst themselves, but in general, they're not as limited by office hours as a traditional car rental agency. Reservation pickup return is often self-service. You're told to go to a certain place and the car will be ready for you. Vehicles can be rented by the minute, the hour, as well as the day or longer. In some cases, not all of them, but in some cases, the users are actually considered members. They have to be pre-approved to drive. Background checks, driving checks have to be performed. A payment mechanism is established in advance. Vehicle locations may be distributed throughout the service area, often located for access by public transport, and fuel costs are generally included in the rates. An important one, vehicles are not necessarily serviced after each use, although some programs do clean them on a regular basis.
It sounds like these apps could be really helpful, but we also want people to be safe. So what is your advice for people who want to rent a car or allow their car to be rented through a car sharing app?
Okay, depending on the app, you may want to download it ahead of time to get familiar with how the booking works, allow enough time to be approved as a driver if necessary. Most car sharing apps offer insurance at additional cost, but you may be covered by your own policy or through your own credit card. Understand all of the fees. If it's a peer-to-peer transaction, if the car is actually owned by an individual who's renting it out through one of these apps, remember that the quality and the cleanliness may vary from car to car more than at a traditional car rental agency. If you're going to rent your car out to other people through one of these apps, understand the risks. Some people who listed their cars have reported them damaged, stolen, used to commit a crime. The insurance can be complicated. Generally, you're going to get covered, but it can be very complicated. Might not cover everything. On both ends, check out these car sharing apps with the Better Business Bureau. Some of them have good ratings, some of them don't.
All good things to keep in mind. Randy, thank you so much for joining us this midday.
Great, thanks.